So the second step in the Chariot Method is to really just force your own hand. Hi everyone, it's Jo, your mystical guide and spiritual advisor here. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you today. I have a very special video planned for you guys. As you can tell by the title, this is probably the best way and fastest way to manifest something into your life. And yeah, I just really wanted to share this with you guys because I know that a lot of people struggle with manifestation, and especially since like we're in a time where things are a bit unclear and there's just a really like huge lack of clarity around like life events, whether that be personal or global. You know, sometimes you just want shit that works, and this is a manifestation method that works. Personally, I've used it multiple times before, and I will give you a couple examples. But before we get into the video, I just want to encourage you to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. Recently, I've kind of beat the algorithm, but then again, not as well as I want to. But yeah, if you could definitely help me out by doing those things and like help me reach my target audience, that'd be great. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the one thing that works for me when it comes to manifesting, that like completely 110% works all the time, is just forcing yourself into the life that you want. And that might sound a little bit crazy, like, whoa, what does she mean by that? I'm gonna give you all the details and like a couple examples of like the times that I force myself into life that I want and what I'm currently doing to do that. Sorry. Yeah, but I'm gonna give you examples just so you know like what to look for and like actually know what you're doing. This manifestation method is perfect for people who are hands-on learners, people who are really just like want what they want like instantly, like now, and people who are just like tired of waiting and just want to see results as quick as possible. This does come with work. Like you actually have to do a lot of work to get this going, but it does work 100% of the time. So whether or not you like to work or not, you're going to have to do it to see it happen. And it won't happen if you don't work, and it won't happen if you don't do other things as well, which I'll get into later on. So again, I just want to preface that this is for people who are hands-on learners. If you're a visual learner, I can see it working for you too, because you're actually like seeing things happen like unfold right before your eyes, and you're kind of like, okay, well, I'm seeing all these things, so I'm just gonna bring in more, you know. So that it could work if you're a visual learner too, but this is mainly for hands-on learners because there aren't a lot of manifestation methods that work for hands-on learners besides like tapping and like positive networks and like, you know, manifestation blocks and stuff like that. Everything is more so for visual or like writing learners. Even like audio learners have like a really vast like selection to pick from when it comes to manifestation methods, but kinesthetic learners kind of struggle when it comes to that, finding their own method that works for them. And I am definitely a kinesthetic learner. I'm also a visual learner as well, so I definitely know both sides of having enough to pick from and not having any to pick from at all. If you are a hands-on learner, I'm sure that you will benefit significantly from this video. So the one thing that you need to do to actually get this to work, it will not work if you don't do this, is to have like an everything will work out type of attitude. If you don't have optimism and if you don't have faith in yourself, it won't work at all. It just won't work. One, because you're putting out the energy that it won't work. Two, because you don't have like that trust in yourself, that belief that you will actually get it done. And it won't work because you're not trusting yourself and you're actually not getting it done. And it just won't work because you just have a bad mindset. So here, mindset is really the key, because what I'm about to tell you, basically forcing yourself into life that you want isn't always a pretty process. And it can be quite a rocky ass ride when it comes to doing this method. And so I just wanted to say that just off the bat, you need to have a really good mindset for this to work out. If it's not a good mindset, then at least you need to be working on it, you know, actively working on it. So one of the things that I would recommend to help you boost your mindset is recognize like the areas of your life where you tend to doubt yourself, or where you tend to be like kind of like insecure in places. Really work in those areas for about like, it takes about 6 weeks for a change to actually happen. So give yourself that time. That's a whole reason that's like the whole reason why a lot of like spiritual programs and stuff take like 6 weeks or more. If you find a 4-week program, usually you are given like 2 extra weeks in the program to you know, ask questions and just continue the work on your own time and like in your own space in that sacred container. But yeah, things usually take 6 weeks to change. So that's just like that's just like our earthly time thingy. It's just weird, okay? It has to deal with the dimension that we're currently in. And yeah, we're not gonna get into time with this video because I can talk about that literally all day. I'm actually gonna talk about it with a client tonight, but regardless, we're not getting into time because right now it's not relevant. Right now it's not relevant, sorry. Really the key to changing your mindset is to just really take into account like your thoughts, you know, really be mindful of your thoughts. Because those are really what creates your mindset, you know? Basically, we've been all taught to think in either a fear-based or a victim-based way. Some of us have both, a lot of us have both, and we need to break that cycle, and that is very hard work. You paying attention to your thoughts on the daily is very hard work, and it's not something that's just gonna happen like with ease. You need to like be actively on it, and you need to be mindful of like everything that you're doing, like from the moment that you start this work, because it is like a very much pay attention to detail type of situation. If you don't pay attention to detail when you're doing this type of exercise or doing this type of work, things will be like swept under the rug within your mind, and you won't be able to access them until they come up later in life. So yeah, you need to pay attention to every detail because some of the things that come up will hide from you, and you don't want that. You want everything to be just laid out, and you need to work on each one. And yeah, so definitely just pay attention to your thoughts and reprogram them as you go along with that mindfulness work, and that will help you change your mindset. And I just thought like I don't have like a name for this method, so I think we're just gonna call it the Chariot Method. That's like the method that comes into my mind because, you know, I do work with the tarot and everything like that, so Chariot is definitely like the energy that we're working with here. So we're just gonna call it the Chariot Method. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Anyway, so the second step in the Chariot Method is to really just force your own hand. You know, like sometimes you just gotta put yourself in situations to really just get what you want, you know? And sometimes, again, like these situations can be very bad. Like they can be like kind of concerning to say the least, but these are the situations where you have to continue to grow and continue to push through in order to get what you desire. That's why it's so important for you to have a great mindset, because these things can get like really bad if you are not like in a good mindset at all, you know, because you can be like just looking around and being like, wow, like my life is trash right now because I did this one thing. You need to look at it as like a transition period rather than just like you know, your life as a whole, you know, because it's not that. It's just like a way, it's basically just you're on the ride, you know, that's your ride. But yeah, so the one thing that I'm gonna give you an example of one time I forced my hand. So back in like, I don't know, I started my business in 2020. That's different from my practice. My practice has been with me since I was in middle school. Yeah, so I started my business in 2020. But or was it 2019? No, it was 2020. Yeah, 2020. And I started as like an art business, and like I sold like crystal, like wrapped crystals and stuff like that. I sold jewelry, and you know, it wasn't for me. I felt like I had to force myself to be creative, and that really harmed my sacral chakra. And yeah, it just wasn't really good work for me. I didn't really like that way. Yeah, I just didn't like the path that jojobaa was going towards. I even like kind of copied someone else during that time, because I was just like, damn, well, if this isn't working out, then what's this going to do? Like, they're being successful, let me try it and see if that works for me. And it obviously didn't, and it definitely harmed me further, because I was like kind of like, I was dealing with imposter syndrome, to say the least. So I cut the bullshit. I asked my guides, I asked my spiritual council to send me a tool, send me something that'll help me, you know, excel in life, excel in my business, and excel financially. And so the next thing that happened, I met my mentor, and I enrolled in a business course that was $3,600. And I was like, I didn't have the money at the time, because I had just started my business. I had used my refund from college to start my business, so I was low on cash anyway. And it was just crazy. It was crazy time. But I recognized that I really wanted this to happen. I asked for this. I asked for the tool, and I was like, well, I'm not going to waste this opportunity. You know, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And it kind of was, because one, I wouldn't be in the same group that I was, and I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't have connected with such amazing women that I have collaborated with, whether that be on the podcast, or for like a giveaway or something, or just like in general, like in each other's sacred spaces online in like the spiritual community. I wouldn't have met these people. I wouldn't have met these women. And that is something that I don't even want to think about, because these women that are in my life right now are so damn powerful. They are so damn powerful and so damn beautiful and such amazing human beings. I would literally not change anything. I'm very grateful just to, you know, just have them in my life, you know? And the second thing is that my mentor no longer does business coaching, or just coaching in general. So that was definitely a once in a lifetime opportunity, because if I wasn't going to do it then, I was never going to do it. So when you see opportunities like this happen, it's definitely a chance for you to force your hand and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this right now, whether that be applying for a credit card, applying for a grant, or whatever, asking your family members or whatever, getting the money down, because that's what I did. I applied for a credit card. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get the money back, and I did. I got the money like back like in like 3 to 4 months. Yeah, so I mean, it was fine, like, and that's all because I forced my hand, and now I have this beautiful business called jojobaa, and I help so many women just live their best lives, and I help you know, I help them just like, you know, honor and discover their true power, and just build their empires and goddess temples. And yeah. Life is amazing because I forced my own hand. Let me tell you about the other example that I wanted to share with you. Is right now I am looking for an apartment, right? So I am in college. I'm a college student, and I have been living in dorms since my whole, you know, since I, you know, got into college. And right now I'm looking for an apartment, and yeah, so what I did was I didn't apply for housing this semester, which is, you know, kind of a risk, because if I don't find an apartment, then I'm going to probably be homeless, because my sister, who was in the same area as my campus, is moving. So definitely going to have a bit of struggle there if I don't, you know, find an apartment and find a way to maintain it. And so yeah, that's me forcing my hand currently. And let me tell you right now, it's going great, it's going amazing, it's going fantastic, because I already have pieces for the apartment. I already have everything coming in. Well, not everything. I still have to get a couple things, but that's neither here nor there. Everything's going great. The process is going so smooth because I am continually working on making that move and making that jump. And yeah, that is me forcing my hand right now, and life is quite amazing. It's quite peaceful now, you know, now that I know that I'm going to have my own little sanctuary very soon. I am just setting up my inner sanctuary to match that vibe. And yeah, that is an example of me forcing my hand like actively. So yeah, that is the Chariot Method. If you want to try this, let me know how that works out for you in the comments below. And if you're curious about this and you want to learn more about it, I can definitely go into bigger detail. Just like email me, or like just, you know, leave a comment or something like that, and I'll surely go into deeper detail for you. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I have 2 programs open right now. That's the Divine Experience program. It's one-on-one experience with me, one-on-one advising, and I have Financial Revision, which is my money program, all about money, inner and outer, and just, you know, increasing your gold energy and inner wealth. And so yeah, if you want to join those 2, link will be in the description. Again, please like and subscribe and comment on this video. And, you know, just thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking the time out to just listen to my wisdom, my words, etc. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Bye.